Invite the music team to come up here today. I want to welcome each of you to this beautiful community of Unity of the Valley. Welcome to those of you who are here in person, and welcome to those of you watching online. This is a place where love is what fills the air. This is a place where everyone is welcome, and we are so happy that you're here with us today. And we have two musical guests today. We have Laura Kemp and Sandy Holder that will be gracing us with special music. Our hearts are with Paul as he faces some medical challenges. He's in the hospital in Florence, but he should be released today. If we want to send him lots of healing light and just envision Paul smiling and playing his heart out, and we know that he is on the path to healing. And with that, we are going to begin our service today with the beautiful song, Give Yourself to Love.
There's something I would say, that what brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside, where strangers are as family and loneliness can't hide. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter. Give yourself to love, give yourself to love.
Good morning, everybody. Is that too loud? Okay. Anyway, it is time for us to bless our beautiful children. So if you'll just repeat after me. We love you. We bless you. And we behold the divine spark within you. And that goes for all the kids that are not here and all the kids in the universe, because we know they're out there. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice, for that beautiful blessing. Our children fill our hearts with joy. The kids sang at the volunteer appreciation brunch yesterday, and that was a true gift for us. So I have some sad news. We have a dear friend that has made a transition, and she is now dancing and singing with the angels. But Roberta Schiller, the wife of Zana Ziegler, did leave our planet on Wednesday, and we send our love and our support to Zana and to all of Roberta's family and friends. We hold that family in the light. And as we go deeply into our hearts, I invite you to release all of your cares and worries. Just as St. Francis taught us, we must let go of our worldly concerns so that we may fill our hearts with love and spread that love out into the world. So we are grateful for this beautiful service and for this community of love, and we welcome everyone into our time together today. Amen. So if you're here for the first time, feel free to raise a hand, and we have ushers that have little welcome packets. And if you don't feel like raising your hand, that's okay too. You can grab one on the way out. We do have a table in the fellowship hall where we have refreshments afterwards. And the newcomers are welcome to sit at the table with the sunflower tablecloth, and then we can get to know you a little bit better. There's also a name tag if you want to go whole hog and really let everybody know you're new. But it's okay if you want to hold off on that too. We're flexible. And let's see here. I think at this point I'm going to let our congregant Steve Smothers light our intentional candle today.
Good morning. Today I want to dedicate this candle lighting to gratefulness. Gratefulness is the conscious, appreciative state of acknowledging goodness, gifts, and blessings in life, often leading to increased empathy, happiness, and improved mental health. It emanates from the heart center and is the nexus of the energy of love and awe that we feel inside of ourselves and simultaneously send out into the world.
Thank you, Steve. And now, I would like to present Donovan.
That's my favorite entrance music. Thank you, Laura. And thank you, Steve. That was beautiful. I'm definitely grateful for this group. Welcome to you here in the sanctuary and to everyone watching on our live stream. First one, as always, is please be sure that your cell phones are on silent mode or off. If you're not sure, you can check them and make sure that they don't ring during the service. And like I usually say, if they do ring during the service, we will turn and look at you lovingly. Okay, Please be sure to check out your handout for other events and recurring activities. That's the pink sheets that we're going out today for the rest of the month, because we have a lot of stuff going on, and it's not all in the announcements. We also have everything going on in the March bulletin. We know that there are viruses out there, and we have masks in the foyer. Feel free to wear one anytime. Just a quick reminder that if you aren't feeling well or have any cold or flu-like symptoms, please stay home and watch the live stream. We appreciate it. Okay, today, soup in the fellowship hall. There's soup. Come get some soup. Pretty soon we're going to switch to salads. I'm loving this nicer weather. Okay, Tuesday, 7 p.m. The Behind the Lens seminar movie is Vertigo. Oh, the room started spinning when I looked up at that. What is that called? Vertigo. Anyway, that looks really cool. Has anybody seen that one? Yeah, that's a cool one. Anyway, so come see that Tuesday, 7 o'clock. There's a Q&A session after. It's $30 for the series of Tuesday movies, or $5 each time if you want to pick and choose. And we have a new series starting on March 31st. Okay, next Sunday. This is a perfect title for a talk by you, Radical Love and Compassion with Laura Dubois.
Thank you, Donovan.
Right? That's going to be great. Next Sunday, that's the talk. Upcoming April 1st. Okay, is this really going to happen?
Oh, yes, it is. Yes.
I like the exclamations of realization. Oh, April 1st, okay. First Wednesday chanting and meditation. It's better than March 1st, huh? In the sanctuary, it's 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. with John and Donna. So that's great. I've been to a couple of those, so please come to that. And it is happening on April 1st. Thursday, April 2nd, the Maundy Thursday Taizé service, 5:30 p.m., a time for prayer, hands-on healing, and more. So come check that out. And a couple more. Saturday, April 11th, celebration of life service for Joe Sanders. Miss you, Joe. Join us in the sanctuary as we celebrate Joe's life. There will be a reception to follow. Wednesday, April 15th through Wednesdays, April 15th through May 13th, Living Unity Principles with John West, 6:30 to 8. This is an introductory course. It's for newcomers, and those who would like to go deeper than we do on Sunday can sign up in the fellowship hall. And last one for me, Mondays, April 27th through May 18th, Prayer, the Game Changer with Reverend Inga, 1:30 to 3:30. This class is an opportunity to take a look at how you pray now, learn steps to affirmative prayer, and create a daily spiritual practice. And if you're interested, please sign up in the fellowship hall. And now, Annie Sinclair has an announcement.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
So last fall, is there a slide for me? Oh, well, I'm here to talk about befriending death. And so last fall, we held a class, and we had about 70, there it is. We had about 70 people enrolled, and after the class, we heard that it was very beneficial. So Reverend Dick and Larzuki and I are going to hold this class again, beginning on April 6th. And the class structure is, it's online, and the first half of the class is informational. And so you'll learn, we'll have different presenters each week, and then the second half of each class will be a small group where you, in breakout rooms. So you get to discuss what you've learned and talk about your experiences, your feelings, and perhaps your fears around death. The classes are bookended by Larzuki, who will lead us in a gentle sing-along. And then Reverend Dick will take us deep into our hearts with meditation and end with a benediction. We will gratefully receive donations, which are all coming right back to Unity. So I'll be out in the foyer with sign-up sheets and some flyers so that you could take them to your non-Unity friends, because death, it's for all of us. Or perhaps befriending death is for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ani. I'm going to invite the music team up here. We're going to have a sing-along This is a George Harrison song, Give Me Love. I invite the audience to stand, please, and sing with us. Sing with abandon, sing with all of our hearts. The world needs peace. The world needs our love, and let's just put it out there. Thank you.
Give me peace on earth. Give me light. Give me life. Keep me free from birth. Give me hope. Help me cope with this heavy load. Trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Give me life, give me life, keep me free from birth. Give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load. Trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. My Lord. This heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth. Give me light, give me life, keep me free from burden. Now give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to
to make music with the group like that. Thank you for that participation. Now we're going to change to something entirely different here. A traditional song to lead into meditation.
Take a moment to take a deep breath. All the things that we want, are we willing to give? We have it to give. That's how we know we have it. I give love and peace and joy, understanding, caring, compassion. We all have those gifts within us. And we become very much aware of them as we give those beautiful expressions of who we are to others. This morning I was noticing that my cell phone was flashing. I have it set so when it goes off, it flashes. And I thought, do I really want to answer that phone at this point? And every message that comes in has a flash. I'm very popular. And what I've noticed is that if I pick up that phone the first thing in the morning, I'm going to hear all the news about what's wrong with the world. That's not the way I want to live my life. Can I pull my hand? Do I have enough strength to pull my hand away from my cell phone? I seem to have a grip that goes automatically to pick up that cell phone. Am I willing to let it go for a while? Just let it go. Isn't it interesting how we all want peace and love and joy, and at the same time, we pick up our cell phone and we read about all the things that are wrong in the world as though we could do something about them. Yeah, I know. They love me. They love me. And so I'm going to take a different view. I'm just going to say that's a call for love, and I'll just send them love. And let that be the way it's going to be for me. Who are you? What do you have to offer today? If you had your way, what would you give today? I will absolutely guarantee you that throughout this day, someone's going to ask you for your love. Maybe it's just your attention. Somebody, if not a lot of somebodies, are going to call on you and me. And they're not going to put it in words, but they're going to say, I need a little love today. Would you honor the love that I am? We all have those opportunities. Our meditation today is going to be just to get centered. Remembering who we are. Going a little bit deeper beyond the surface stuff. Feeling the loving presence that we are. Become still now. You've heard the prayer. Be still and know that I am God. Be still. There is no greater thing that we can do than to become still. And in that stillness, we let go of the opinions, judgments, and it is the stillness that we return to home You really aren't out to get something. You've already got too much. We're simply opening to what has always been there. The peace of God that passes all understanding. Notice how the body becomes more still. Just in these few words. In the stillness, I remember who I am. A creation of God, complete in every way. I am. Be still and know. Notice the stillness in nature. No complaints. Nature just gives. We're a part of that. Often our presence is enough. You might say to yourself, I am enough. I am love. I am here only to be helpful. For this, we give thanks. Amen.
Celebrate the good
goodness that you are. You, my child, you are sublimely free. You are God in disguise, pure divinity. Let no one, no thing, no idea, thought or fear or ideal obstruct you. And if one comes, even in the name of truth, forgive it, for it's unknowing. Do not fight the dark. Do not fight the dark. Do not fight the dark. Let go, aware of light, and breathe into the goodness that you are. My beloved child, break your heart no longer. My beloved child, break your heart no longer. My beloved child, break your heart no longer. Into the goodness that you are.
Thank you.
Make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is in dying that we are born to eternal life.
Well, I didn't I'm not sure if you heard the opening lines, but they were, "Make me an instrument of your peace." Let's just take those words in a moment. And let's affirm them together from the heart. Make me an instrument of your peace. Now, I know that it's hard to look at this world and always see that there is an underlying spirit to it all. So it's really in the demonstration of that spirit that we feel that inspiration. So imagine a soul coming into this world and its first conscious thought was, "Make me an instrument of your peace." Imagine that being this internal life mission. Can you imagine how that would transform just a typical life? And then, as that soul approached this mysterious doorway, which our culture trains us to be so afraid of, which is death, if within that soul the overriding thought was, "Make me an instrument of your peace." Let's take another line from this incredible prayer, which is called the Prayer of St. Francis, but it was actually composed more, you might say, in honor of the spirit of St. Francis sometime in the late 19th century. And it really does capture so much of his essence. Imagine if you took the line, "For it is in giving that we receive." And imagine that some 4-year-old child heard this phrase from somebody this child really... I had an aunt, I've told you about her, my Aunt Wendy. It was like she could tell me anything, and it was like, "Marching orders." If she had happened to say that, she said many wonderful things to me. She also said a few things that almost made me a weird person. I won't share what those are. But if she had said that, "For it is in giving that we receive." Imagine this child having that as marching orders, where it's like, "Oh, I don't need to get praise. I need to give it in order to feel that warmth and wholeness inside. I don't need to get presents, gifts, or get that toy from that kid, or get those tennis shoes. I need to give gifts to people in order to feel that wonderful feeling inside that other people are trying to get from getting things." And this child went forth and said, "What can I give so that I can receive?" And the child looked through its toys and said, "This is a special this is my favorite little elephant. I'm going to give this favorite little elephant to that little girl down there." Gives this elephant, and this little girl is so pleased. And this child sees that pleasure and realizes it's true. It's true. That felt good. Let me try this again. And there's this bully at school. Everybody's sort of scared of this bully. And this child says, "I wonder if I can have this same experience with this bully." And so this child puts together something, the kind of thing that this bully might really like. When I was in 6th grade and 5th grade, that thing would have been marbles. Marbles were big on my playground. Anybody else had marbles being big? Anybody else get really competitive with their marbles? Ooh, I did. So much that I even cheated in marbles. I was not a young St. Francis in all ways. I literally told somebody that, because there were all sorts of rules, weird rules about marbles. You never knew when somebody would throw some rule that I hadn't heard. So I realized, geez, I can just make up my own rules as I go. I would just tell somebody, oh, that means dropsies. What? Oh, because you did that, that means dropsies. That means I can hold my marble up, and if I hit it by lining it up over it, then I get it. Oh, okay. Dropsies, boom. Worked every time. Well, this was not following the rule of St. Francis. So anyway, I'm diverting. It's easy to do that. See, that's the whole thing. You can try to follow the prayer of St. Francis, but then you get diverted by that. It's not about giving, it's about getting. That was me getting, wasn't it? But this child does something else. This child goes to the bully with his own, well, I had a massive sock full of marbles. Purple sock, by the way. And this child takes his or her purple sock full of marbles and just takes the bully aside and says, you know, I would just like to give this to you as a gift. What? Why? Because I learned this amazing thing. For it is in giving that we receive. And gave that purple sock full of marbles to this bully. Well, I don't have to tell you the rest of the story. That bully became the next St. Francis. Now, I don't know if that happened. But with a full bag of marbles, didn't really need to go around creating rules like dropsies and bullying kids around. So let's just go deeper into this prayer of St. Francis and look at how it can be, we can just use these lines. So this first one is, where there is hatred, let me sow love. Well, why don't we do that? Why don't we let love be the guiding force all the time? And, you know, the simple answer is that in these bodies of ours, there's an underlying vulnerability and insecurity, right? And so hatred is really a defense mechanism because we don't know what we are. We don't know that we are waves on this ocean of spirit. But we are so lucky here at Unity. You walk in the door, that knowing is here if you use it. And then, not just on Sundays, right? This is every day. And yeah, we're gonna forget sometimes. That's okay. And where there is injury, let me sow pardon. It's all related to that same confusion about what we are. We identify with the injuring experience, you know? When we've been injured, it's sort of like it becomes part of our story. I have been injured. Instead of saying, no, my body went through a temporary experience. I went through a jarring experience, which I can now learn to adjust to. No, so often we identify with it. It becomes who we are. And then it's very hard to pardon. Where there is doubt, let me sow faith. You know, many of us, like me, grew up thinking that faith was the same as magical thinking. Did anybody else get that feeling that faith was about magical thinking? Wow, there's a lot of faithful people here. I thought there were a lot more skeptics in here at some point. I was really, really skeptical. Maybe not all of you are willing to expose. Maybe I was asking a personal question, sorry. I'm totally willing to say that I was very much a skeptic. I was very much an atheist. And in many ways, I'm still skeptical of a lot of the claims that I hear from religion. But anyway, in Unity, we don't teach that you just have to believe because something is written. It's about hearing these principles of life and then practicing them. And I really want to jump to this next one, which is that where there is despair, let there sow hope. Let us sow hope. Because we have an incredible example of that happening in this community. Where there is despair, let me sow hope. And as an example of how two people have helped to foster that in this community, I'd like to call the Johnsons, wherever they are. Which one of you? Both? Okay, just Marty Johnson is coming up here to share a story, a brief story about how despair has turned to hope through all of us here, many of you working as an instrument of peace.
Thank you, John. Could we flip that back a minute so people will focus on me? Thank you. I was afraid I was going to lose all my marbles there for a minute. I'm Marty. In 2016, my wife Jan and I founded a vocational program in Kenya. This 2-year vocational program has over 200 students. We have had 8 graduating classes. The last graduating class in November was attended by 1,000 people. The community is being changed. Last year, a person in this congregation who wants to remain anonymous pledged $1,200 and asked the congregation to match it. The congregation came through with over $1,400. That's significant because we offer a 2-year scholarship for $1,200. Includes room and board, tuition, and basic essentials and travel. So with that money, we were able to sponsor 2 students who live in extreme poverty. One of those students I'm here to introduce looks at our church as being her sponsor, and that is Monica. Now I'm ready. I would also like to say that we are so appreciative to the ministerial team and to the congregation for the support has been so important to us over the years. So let me read Monica's letter for those who can't see this. Dear Unity of the Valley Church, my name is Mbua Monica. I am 18 years old from Yazoo Village, Makuni County. I am the third born of 5 siblings. I have both parents, but my father has been ill for the last 3 years, so my mother struggles for our daily bread. I am a first-year student at McKindu Advanced Training College, taking a course in hairdressing and beauty therapy. Since I joined the school, I have learned some new skills like plaiting hair. I take this opportunity to thank you for the support you have given on paying my school fees. I thank you once again, and may the Almighty God grant you blessings. Regards, Mbua Monica. Because of your generosity, Monica has hope. Her family has some of their basic needs met. The community is stronger, and we are blessed. In Swahili, thank you is asante sana. At the end of the service, Jan and I will be in the narthex, and we will be able to answer questions and handouts and have handouts for you. Or you may find out more about our school at MVP, which stands for McKindu Vocational Program, mvpmckindu.org, which is also linked on our the Unity website. Asante sana.
It's a beautiful word. So it's a song in that, I think.
So together, that's what we are doing, is helping bring light to the darkness. Now the end of the prayer, oh, there's more. And where there is sadness, let me bring joy. Just take that in. It's so true. We need to bring joy to sadness, but often we're the sad person. And that's the thing, the interesting thing about the prayer, is that it calls upon us to find something deeper than just the normal human emotions and reactions that we go through. It says, where there is sadness, let me bring joy. And I understand there's this whole psychological thing, all the teachings about, you don't tell a sad person they should be joyful, be with them. Well, I hope none of you are sad at this moment. This is really a proactive prayer. The more that we focus in on practicing these proactively, then the less likely it is that we are going to be the ones that slip into that hole where we need somebody else out there who's practicing these principles. This is my favorite part of the prayer. Let's read it together. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to be consoled, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. It is in... Oh, it's the next phrase. I don't get to do that. Now, there's an addition to this I'm adding. O Divine Master, guide me to Michael Dreiling's nonviolent communication class so that I may not so much, and then the rest of it. Michael, would you come up? Because everything that they do in that class is so much aligned with everything in this.
Oh, so John asked me to come up here yesterday, and I thought, I can make this happen. I'm so happy to be here. There is so much wisdom in this prayer. I mean, I meditate on it often, and with every piece of this, from despair, right, to the sadness, right, there is a moment where the prayer reveals, in asking for forgiveness. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. In pardoning, in giving, I receive. So when I'm in need of understanding, I give understanding. This is the beauty of nonviolent communication and empathy, is I discover by looking at that sadness, by looking at that despair, whether it's in myself or another, what life is calling, what needs are calling. And that's how I receive the understanding. This prayer, I don't believe in, and when I first saw the film, Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon, on St. Francis's life, and it's a beautiful, beautiful film if you haven't seen it. I was so moved by that phrase, where there is sadness, let me bring joy. And just the whole prayer. And what did I get out of that? That in sadness, in what comes up in you and me with sadness, what is calling? What life is calling behind sadness? When I have sadness flowing in me, what is calling? Well, joy's behind the scene if I can get something. What? And that's the discovery that I get through empathetic presence, by listening. And it's not just consoling another, it's consoling myself. So where there is sadness, let me bring joy. Where there is sadness, there are needs calling. This is what kind of NVC does. It helps us stop and pause. What needs are calling? Oh, understanding probably. Comfort, right? A moment of care, connection. What might it be that is behind the sadness, so that I can be present to both receive the consoling and to be the consoling? So being empathetic in this nonviolent communication class that we do, this workshop we're doing, first and third Sundays, is all about creating that space where we can hear behind the sadness, behind the despair, right, is a message. And you ever get this point where you're like wondering, hey, I don't want to be judgmental. I want to listen to somebody. I don't want to correct them. I want to kind of listen to them and console them. But you got in your head this judgment, right? You ever get that?
Yeah.
I've got a judgment that's keeping me from being able to console them. So what does that mean? Who needs the consoling? I do. The prayer isn't saying don't console yourself so that you can console others. It's saying, right, bring understanding to yourself, bring consolation and love to yourself so that you can be the love and be the consoling force, the peacemaker, and of course become that instrument of peace. And so I invite everybody to kind of just play with that. Find the message behind the grief, behind the fear, behind the sadness. Connect with it empathetically, and then what happens? Joy, right? Understanding, peace, love. So it's not about having the ego refrain from judgment. It's about seeing the message behind the judgment, being present to it in a way that connects with the life force. So I'm excited to be part of this community, sharing this gift and playing with this with so many of you here who've been a part of this. And thank you, John, for just bringing this prayer as a reminder to the kind of non-duality of life. And I think this prayer speaks to it. Thank you.
Let's read the last part of the prayer together. And it is in dying that we born to eternal life. That's a hard one too, isn't it? There's a lot of things in this prayer that are harder than you might realize, but if we can just begin without having to necessarily agree with anything or everything I said or Michael said, or maybe you agreed totally with Michael and disagreed totally with me. You can just begin with your own prayer. Make me an instrument of your peace. See what that does if you started your day with that. Maybe you weren't that soul that had that as your first thought, as some might have. But you can begin to make it a thought. An affirmation, make me an instrument of your peace, and then see how that, as Michael says, it's not just about how you're treating others, it's about how you're treating yourself, right? It's about how you're holding and loving yourself, not judging yourself because you went into a dark mode. That's not what this is about. That's what so often people look at Unity teachings and think, oh, you're telling me to feel guilty because I'm not having a positive thought. Well, that wouldn't be a very positive thought. So I don't think that's what Unity is teaching. I'm going to be a little defensive here. No, that's not what Unity is teaching. A positive thought would be, oh, I'm having this interesting judgment about myself. Oh, how interesting. I'm still divine. Wouldn't that be a positive thought? I'm still divine. You're still divine. We're all divine. It's all divine. Make me an instrument of your peace. Let's go within for a moment. Make me an instrument of your peace. Let's just use this now as an affirmation as our musicians come forward. Quietly affirm with me, like a mantra within. Make me an instrument of your peace. Together. Make me an instrument of your peace. Hold it, breathe with it. Again, make me an instrument of your peace. Hold it, breathe it, feel it. See it unfolding in your life. Let it be. Let's take a breathe a breath together. All right, all you holy instruments, it's time to gather our gifts, our offerings to support this community and the sharing of divine light in the darkness of this world. To know that as we give, we receive. In a deeper way, you know, so many people want to have a one-to-one correlation about dollars. It's, you know, we're already whole. Everything else is just a symbol, a reflection of that wholeness that we seek. So let us give from our wholeness, give from the knowing that we are instruments now of the divine love, peace, and wisdom of infinite spirit. And let's affirm together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God. So it is.
Every morning a new arrival. Unbridled joy, a dark thought, pride and shame. Meet them each at the door, laughing, invite them in. Welcome them in. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. Flash of envy, flood of regret. Arm in arm, the beautiful and the grotesque. Let them in. Welcome them in. And when a crowd of sorrows comes to sweep your home, empty of its furnishings, every bush and stone, let them in. They might be clean clearing out for new delights. So be grateful for whoever comes, for each has traveled from beyond, sent to be a guide, to show you home.
Thank you.
Another original tune of yours?
Well, Rumi really wrote it.
But you took the words of Rumi. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Really enjoyed that. Let's bless these offerings in the awareness that there's one energy, and this energy is flowing to us and through us. New arrivals of appearances and forms every day, and we are just in the flow. Thank you, Spirit, for putting this community in the flow of your loving, generous Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you. Amen. Love you. Thank you for being here, and thank you, everybody, all the volunteers, many volunteers who showed up for the volunteer brunch last Saturday, and also everybody just who is behind the scenes in all corners of this building. And I'd like to just take a moment to bring special attention to somebody who is really responsible for why we have this massive screen behind us. We used to have a much smaller little PowerPoint, but there's a gentleman named Tom Blank, and he and his partner Kathy have since, with various health issues, have had to retire into different areas right now, so I don't think we'll be seeing Tom anytime soon, or Kathy, but we just bless them and hold them, and I wanted to acknowledge Tom in particular for his bringing his movie class here, and how that just created a whole nother little mini community and brought people in from the outside, and it just gave us the opportunity to put the most bizarre pictures up on our screen during the announcements. Newcomers would come in and say, is that somebody like stabbing somebody else, or what's going on here? Why is that woman in a negligee? And it's just really interesting because it's all divine, right? It's all one energy. So thank you, Tom, for bringing your unique perspective to movies and helping us expand our media presentation here. And with that, I'd like to call up the chaplains to rise, just to remind you that they are here and always hearts open to pray with you on this side of the service, this side of the sanctuary when you're ready. And let's do it, Laura. Time to rise.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it be
That's the truth. Have a good day.